The Gators will put it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Florida Gators offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15 going to the running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll leave it with him. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Rides the back on the option to give. Open space at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Looking for a big play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Power football with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he got loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Finds a tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it at the 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the RPO, complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. RPO complete to open the drive. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Alabama quickly back to the line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers, Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. To start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Red pass, it's complete. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Thanks to grab. Oh, what a cut! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Turning it on! And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. He makes the grab. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Gators want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Gators line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The give out of the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The play-action fake. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. Now Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Finds his tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He leaves it with his back. Makes a man miss. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. He's got it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete. There he goes. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Touchdown Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. Gets it to the back. What a cut. Now he's loose. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the fourth time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Dahl. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Got a little space. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Gator! And they moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Guys, Oregon and Washington have squared off more than 100 times. Here's an update on today's clash. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Rides the back and leaves it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work it in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Touchdown, Florida! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying play action. A strike downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Get it out on the screen. Quick step and go. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Right down the boulevard. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Just keep slinging it. Got the back over the middle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's complete. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration.